Welcome to John O'Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Horned Frogs will kick it away to start us off. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So the Houston Cougars offense will get the ball first. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Works the middle of the field. Gets the job done on third down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Looking for space. It's Moore. Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. This Houston offense about to snap it on first down again. They'll move the tight end. Back to throw. It's Otis. Fires left. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So now it's second and long. They'll run play action. Fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Oh, and he Missed it. No good. There's a flag on the field, and I think we're going to get another shot at this, and the kicker will be a little bit closer this time. You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty's going to give the offense a first down. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinator. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Houston. Oh, that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Taylor. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Horned Frogs offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
Makes the catch. It's Ferguson. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Horned Frogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Right down the middle. Working on the right. Smashes through the tackle. There he goes to the right. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
Man, tight ends do so much for your offense. They block like crazy. You pull them, you use them all over the place. And when you got a guy that can do this, it's just the cherry on top of the sundae, making big plays, going half the field plus to get the big touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Picked off. A turnover in their own end. Touchdown, TCU! And they turn it into a defensive score. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Cougars can really attack on this second and short. They send the tight end in motion. The play action fake. Quickly to the tight end. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. He leaves it with the back. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Cougars really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Finds the tight end. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. And the Cougars are on the move. To the air, it's Otis. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And this is not the start this guy envisioned in this game. He's already thrown a pick six here in the first quarter, and now he takes a sack. You got to wonder if that pick six rattled him a little bit. And if he's out here now seeing ghosts, he's got to get to the sidelines. He's got to shake the cobwebs off. He's got to be able to turn the page and have a short memory, because this thing is going in the wrong direction. There's signal coming.
And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's got him still on his feet. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. A strike downfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's small. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Going for it all. And that falls incomplete as they tried to wrap up the first quarter with a bang, but the incomplete pass takes us to the second quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Finally, on defense, looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now these last two drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up fourth down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward. How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
The Houston offense ready to go back to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and
turning it on! They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Makes it past the marker. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Cougars come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
A design run for the quarterback. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. The sweet feet buy a little time. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make it.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. It's been a rough start for these guys. And you look down the schedule in the Big 12, there aren't many soft landing spots.
Well, no doubt about it. This team has had some bad breaks.
There he goes. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47. And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Baker. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Line getting set on second down. Off the play fake. He wants to go deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun on third down. Got it in the middle. It's small. Just what they'd hoped for on third down, as they've got a first at the 32. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he worked right to get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Horned Frogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got a man, it's small. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Horned Frogs will try to move the chains on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
That's reeled in, it's more. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Gives it on the option. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Use the play fake, now to throw. Under fire. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping him up and getting to the ground.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referee signal for the 2-minute timeout. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long.
Oh, the receiver is going to hate watching film and watching that play back because that was a touchdown, and he dropped it.
That's caught. It's fired. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Fires to the tight end. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Grab behind the line. It's Kane. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here comes the Houston offense once again. He really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Got him downfield. Powers through. Breaks into the open. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
This defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
The give on the inside. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown. Elevates over his man.
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Top 15 teams colliding, fellas, in a game of massive importance. Let's catch you up to speed. Nebraska is getting smoked, and even though this might seem surprising, I'm not sure folks around that program feel that way. Something's up there in Lincoln. They're trailing by 17 to Arkansas. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Looking to go up top and times running out in the half. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ferguson. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And the Horned Frogs are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the wideout. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to pass. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Fitted in the window for the score.
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of the defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. The give out of the gun. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. And through 2 quarters of ball, it looks like we're in for another fun one here today. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
He lets it fly. Pulls it in down the sideline. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Man, I love this offensive approach, man. All gas, no brakes. You got the lead, so what? Continue to do what you do. Find those one-on-one situations and continue to stay aggressive.
Running back searching for a hole. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Ferguson. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. And the Horned Frogs have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
How about the strong safety on that blitz? Great job timing it and also getting to the quarterback. Sometimes you're going to have to negotiate around tight ends and running backs, and that strong safety, he just beelined into the backfield.
He's pushed out of bounds at the 22.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs management. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
On third down, he drops to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly. It's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
So that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Horned Frogs will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Nice punt, and he'll make the fair catch at the 6-yard line. And while you can quibble with that, I guess starting at the 6 is better than starting at the 1. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Back to throw, it's Otis. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Watkins. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Punts it out of the air. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Rush is on him. He's going to run it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Makes the grab. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They drag him down at the 34-yard line, and they said they wanted to force mistakes, and they did just that. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got an open man. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. Got the first down and still on his feet. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. To the air on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and...
And that one is picked up in the end zone.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit. And that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
Off play action. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
They'll start this drive from the 42. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Finding an escape route. Oh, he's got some space.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The give on the option. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers. Oh,
pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. He's already made one field goal, but this one is going to need a big leg. A 50-yard attempt coming. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To throw, it's Otis. It's complete on the right side. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking downfield on 1st down. Buys a little time. He's going to take off. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Watkins.
Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that. I got to take that guy away. That's priority number 1. Understand it. Late in the game now, up by multiple scores. I'm playing my defense a little bit different. Can't give up the big plays. Time is on my side.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Makes the grab. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Moore. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game tackled.
Complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Cougars in the hurry-up. Looking downfield, it's Otis. Gets it out quickly. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 13. The Cougars started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Here comes the heat. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
You normally don't see this guy miss throws like that. That was a pretty short throw. He can normally make those in his sleep, but with the incompletion, we're now setting up third down.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. On target. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And this is not decision time. This offense, it's green light the rest of the game. Down multiple possessions, got to go for it on 4th down. Probably had that in mind. It's a little shorter 4th down, but this offense has got to stay fast-paced and got to make some explosive plays.
Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a 1-possession game. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Nebraska is just getting blown off the field right now. I've seen some stinkers in my day. This one smells like a pasture. How's that for descriptive? They're trailing by 24 to Arkansas. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Men?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Hand off from the shotgun. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here?
Turning it on! Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
Well, he did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Dropping back, it's Otis. Pocket breaking down. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. And the Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Finds his tight end. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
And there's really no question here. After not getting it on that last run play, down in the 4th quarter, 4th down, you've got to go. You've got to dial up your best play here offensively. Who is your best matchup? One-on-one that can get you this 1st down. Keep the drive moving and keep your chances of winning this game alive.
Houston is moving it quickly down the field. Looking to scramble. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Now the play fake. Here's the pressure. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires toward the target. Got his man to the left. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Trying play action. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.